Hi everyone, this is Migs from Sneaks and Ball PH, and here we have a quick look and unboxing on the Air Jordan 6 in the Hare colorway. The Air Jordan 6 is definitely an iconic Air Jordan silhouette. However, we've yet to see a colorway like this on this shoe. The Hare colorway was first popularized by the Air Jordan 7, and now it makes its way to the Air Jordan 6. This is just the latest in Nike and Jordan brands like promotion for Space Jam 2, because there really has been a lot of shoes coming out to promote the movie. Of course, there were the LeBron 17 lows in the Toon Squad colorway. You also had the LeBron 17 highs with the Monstars colorway. You also had the Air Jordan 7 in the Hare 2.0. And of course, you have this, the Air Jordan 6 Hare. So that brings the total to 4 shoes, which is quite a lot for just one movie, but they really are trying to hype it up as much as they can. Hopefully, Space Jam 2 does live up to all of this hype when it releases in 2021. Then with that out of the way, let's get into the unboxing. The Air Jordan 6 Hare comes in exactly the same box as the Air Jordan 7 Hare 2.0s, and this is actually one of my favorite boxes to come out this year. You have this Air Jordan text here on the front of the lid. Then here on the side, you do have that Jumpman as well as your sizing and colorway information. Then on the top, you also have another black Jumpman, and my favorite part of them all is this giant carrot on the lid. In my opinion, this is a really cool way to play on the whole Bugs Bunny theme, and it's definitely very unique. So now let's take a look at the shoes. So with this lid, it's pretty much the same as the Air Jordan 7 Hare 2.0 box. So it's a pretty large lid. And the paper inside is also the same, so it has the iconic Air Jordan 7 Hare pattern. And so there. And then you have another layer of paper. Ooh, these are pretty nice. So here you have it. This is the Air Jordan 6 in the Hare colorway. So just taking both shoes out of the box. Here you have your right shoe. Ooh, and it looks really nice. And it has that really nice nubuck and leather smell with a little bit of glue. So putting that down here. Then you have your left shoe. These are a really nice pair. Like sometimes when they move a colorway from, for example, in this case, the Air Jordan 7 to the Air Jordan 6, it doesn't really work out. But early look, these look fresh. So just getting the other one, and there you have it, guys. This is the Air Jordan 6 in the Hare colorway. Then just a few quick tech specs on the Air Jordan 6. For the outsole, you do have that iconic Air Jordan 6 pattern, and it kind of looks like moon craters or maybe like cheese. And then on this particular colorway, you do have translucent outsole here on these crimson pods. Not really sure if this is crimson, but it kind of looks like somewhere in between pink and red. Then for the cushion on the Air Jordan 6, you do have a full-length polyurethane midsole. Then you have an encapsulated air unit here in the forefoot and a visible air unit here in the heel. The cushion on the Air Jordan 6 does feel good when you're just walking around. However, I feel like if you were to use these for basketball, then you start running up and down the court and jumping a lot, you'll definitely feel the lack of cushion. Then for the materials, I was actually pretty surprised because the materials on the Air Jordan 6 Hare colorway are really, really nice. You have this really soft nubuck here on the toe as well as here on the panels. And this is just so buttery soft. Like if you touch it with your fingers, like you can feel it's legit. Then here on the midfoot support piece as well as here on the heel, you do have this leather that is a really thick cut, and it does have a really good tumbled look to it. Then for most of the tongue, you do have a nice and soft neoprene material. And then on the top, you do have this rubbery plastic piece. Then you also have that same rubbery plastic here on the spoiler at the back that acts as the heel tab. Then for fit and sizing, I did go true to size, and it did fit me pretty well. It does, however, have a little bit of dead space. However, this wasn't a deal breaker for me by any means. The materials on the Air Jordan 6 Hare are also really malleable and soft, so I do feel that over time, it'll give you a better one-to-one fit. Then for the aesthetic details details of the shoe, you do have that white solid rubber here on the outsole, and then you also have those translucent hits of red. You also have a little bit of green here on the heel part, and then you have that purple Jumpman here on the middle of the outsole. Then on the midsole, you do see a little bit of that translucent crimson outsole peeking out, and then you also have that visible air unit in the heel. Then on the upper, the leather is this really nice white, and then for the suede, you have this very subtle light gray. Then throughout the upper, you do have these perforation holes that you can find here on the midfoot, here on the ankle part, and even on the tongue. Then underneath these perforation holes, I do see a little bit of 3M, so it's really nice that Jordan Brand included that. Then because this is not an original colorway, you don't have Nike Air branding here at the back. Instead, you have a purple Jumpman as well as purple Air text. Then on the tongue, you have a little bit more of that crimson red color. And then you have a black Jumpman here on the middle of the tongue. Then you also have that iconic Air Jordan 6 lace lock. And this is actually really cute because it's orange with a little bit of green on the top. So it kind of mimics a carrot. Then the rubber piece here on the top of the tongue is actually translucent because underneath you do have that pattern that is very indicative of the Air Jordan 7 Hare. This is a really cool way of taking that iconic piece from the Air Jordan 7 Hare and moving it to the Air Jordan 6. Also on the tongue you have that Air Jordan text, and here at the back you do have that pull tab that mimics a spoiler, and this is in black with a little bit of red. Then for the overall aesthetics, I really like how the shoe turned out. I really wasn't sure how they would transfer the Air Jordan 7 Hare to the Air Jordan 6, but they did a pretty damn good job. The Air Jordan 6 has always been a shoe that I felt was much better looking with the black colorways such as the infrareds or the Defining Moments pack Air Jordan 6. However, this is actually kind of changing my mind because the Air Jordan 6 looks pretty fresh in this hair colorway. It just really comes together really well because you do have that really light gray as well as that white, which are very subdued colors. And then you have that pop of red both here on the translucent outsole as well as the tongue. Then of course my favorite piece of all would have to be this little lace lock that looks like a carrot because whoever thought of that is kind of a genius. Then I also really love the contrast of the textures of the materials. So the nubuck here is really soft and really smooth. And then the leather is very nice and tumbled. Overall, I think that this is a really fire colorway of the Air Jordan 6. I wasn't really sure how they could pull it off, but kudos to Jordan Brand because they sure as hell did. Then for the price on the Air Jordan 6 Hare, it does retail for 9,445 pesos or $190 US. This is normally what we have come to expect from Jordan Brand retros because they do vary from anywhere from $190 to $200. I was able to grab my pair over a Titans app. However, as of now, it is sold out on both their app and their website. So your best bet if you want to cop these is to go to a Nike store. I have seen a couple of Nike stores such as the Nike store in UP Town Center that have a few sizes remaining of the Air Jordan 6 Hare. These also sold out pretty fast on the sneakers app and you can't find them on the Nike website either. So your best bet is to look for certain Nike stores that still have these in your size. However, if you can't, you might have to go on the resale market. So there you have it. That was my quick look and unboxing on the Air Jordan 6 Hare. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Then if you have any comments, questions, or any suggestions for future videos, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below as well. Then if you haven't already yet, please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. It would help us out a lot here at Sneaks and Ball PH.